Let me see if I can. Here, then I can hold this up here. Let's see if I can. Oh, yee. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? You're back with your boy Muzzy McGee. We're back for another live stream session. Yesterday we were dealing with several issues regarding the my OBS, not that, but the volume. So if it's happening again today, what happened yesterday is there were a lot of phasing issues. And what is phasing? Phasing is basically where it reverbs. There's reverberation, which takes you. It normally takes people off time or off track and off time. Like if you're playing a stadium, you'll play a note and you'll hear the sound, and it'll come back to you, and you'll hear it in your ears like almost twice. So it's almost like a delay effect. Which could be cool, but when you're trying to put together videos for watching people in the live stream sessions, it's not the most advantageous way to put those things together to watch it. Meaning that it's a little annoying. Like, so when I saw it yesterday, but I think people obviously know that I'm still working on getting my stream correct and doing that. Like even right now, I'm still checking my phone to make sure that the levels, at least on my phone, are working correctly, which is making it very tough for me because I'm trying to talk to you guys at the same time that I'm doing this. So, let me see. Give me just 3 seconds here so I can get to my spiel. Let me get to my spiel. Okay? Just a second here. Right here. Right, not here. What about here? Great. Awesome. Again, guys, I am really sorry about the delayed effects, all those issues that are happening. They just keep happening because I am very new to the OBS program. Again, welcome to the program. For those of you who have not joined me before, I go by the name of Muzzy McGee. This is my channel, and this is what I'm trying to build. What I'm trying to build here is channels based around 4 things, basically. The first 2 things involve the live stream, and the live stream is broken down into 2 individual parts. The first part of the live stream is about me practicing. It's about you practicing. It's about us practicing together. It's about me just expressing you different things and different activities that we can do, and things that are different influences that can help us get to the next level. And you do the same for me. It's my hope that people, when they'll feel comfortable to tell me what's going on, what's happening with them, and problems that they're working on, so we can address those in every single session. But so basically, the practice session will be there will be warm-ups, or what will be included in this will be warm-ups, scales, chords, chord studies, different chord progressions, as well as different picking patterns, different strumming patterns, different licks of the week, as well as different cover songs that we're working on to try to use for promotional use for the channel. The second thing is well, I guess in addition to that, the second part is basically the improvisational section. And on the channel, at least on the live stream, it will be me improving. And as soon as I get this frog out of my throat, it's crazy. The improvisational section will be about me improving on the live stream. Now, it's my hope that at a certain point, I can't just point to people and be like, oh, you should do this, or you improv here, you improv here, and I don't have like 15 screens everywhere like a giant Zoom session. So basically, the improv section will be about me improving, and hopefully you will be able to create a video for yourself when you feel comfortable, and you'll be able to post it to YouTube, share the link with me, and give me permission so that we can watch it on the channel, so we can talk about how you've attacked the fretboard with respect to the backing track that you use, which are also located in the playlist section of my channel. How I've attacked the fretboard using the same backing track, and then what we can do collectively to get better, including but not limited to giving us each other suggestions to different artists that can help us get to that next level, or different influencers, I should say. Well, I guess artists too. And then thirdly, which is the thing that I haven't done that I'm working on this week, is the most important part, is what the whole channel is about. It's about me using my skills as a guitar player, my understanding of the fretboard, my understanding of music theory to create the best music I possibly can using my digital audio workstation, or DAW, known as Logic Pro X. It's about me creating the best music I can for myself, whether I'm singing in songwriting, or I will be singing in songwriting on a lot of these tracks. I will be posting instrumentals, I will be creating synthesizers, doing sound design, all things of that nature to create the best music I possibly can. Obviously, 100% of the stuff I put out there will be stuff for me in an effort for me to get better. And everything else that I put out there, well, 90% of the stuff I will be doing will be for me personally, and then the other 10% will be split into 2 parts. Music I'm creating for other individual artists who make those requests, as well as other individual people or individual groups who work on short films. So those would be movie scores, which is cool because it allowed me to use my brain and the dexterity to have in my brain to create 2 different tracks or 2 different types of music, because creating, if you've ever created music for a movie, or if you've ever created music for like songs for people to dance to, it's not the same process. It's not the same mixing process. It's not the same mastering process. It's not the same creative process, in my personal opinion, at least for the creative side. But it's definitely not the same mixing and mastering process, for sure. With that being said, the fourth thing is basically when people don't watch the channel serves for me as a video log as to where I am, where I've been, and where I'm trying to go. When people watch the channel, I can see their comments in real time, which is good for me in the sense that when I see your comments in real time, and especially when there are changes that need to be made, especially for the channel, they're really good for me, considering the fact that all I want to do is make sure that I have the right volumes, the right levels, the right picture, the right quality. And so I'm doing this little by little, but when I can see these little changes that need to be made in real time, it prevents me from having to go back to watch 3 months, 2 months, 1 month worth of videos, not really all the way through, but to skip around on the videos to see little small changes that I can make to make them better. The change that I've made this week, obviously, was the addition of the OBS. Next week, hopefully that addition will be me adding different things to the background and streaming across other platforms as well. So that will be coming up over the next couple of weeks. That's the plan. That's the game plan. That's what we're trying to do. I just put in my request at TikTok. I got to put in my request for Twitch to see when I can start live streaming on Twitch. And I got to do the same thing for Facebook and Instagram. So like I said, I will be streaming cross-platform initially. I will start with Twitch and TikTok first because that's where I have the fewest amount of, obviously, viewers. But again, I ask people to check me out on all platforms. Second thing I have to ask people to do during this period of advertiser-driven revenue, in which I'm currently sitting, is I have to ask people to check me out on, or I ask people to donate to my channel if you can. And basically, to donate to the channel, it's very simple. You go to my Ko-fi account, ko-fi.com/Muzzy McGee, and you can donate anything as little as $1 to the channel, provided that you would like to help out in a financial perspective. The other way you can help out from a financial perspective is in an indirect way, by checking out my cryptocurrency referral links. Okay, again, you have to be age eligible and regionally eligible to do so. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, and I'm not telling you what you should and shouldn't do with your money. However, I do trade crypto. I was trading earlier today. I trade all the time. I love it very much. I don't purchase cryptocurrency every time, or every day of my life, obviously. Okay, I don't make that kind of money, but I do purchase cryptocurrency once or twice a month. I spend anywhere between $25 and $50 a month because that's all I choose to spend. Now, in the event that you want to get involved in the cryptocurrency space, here's how you can do so, but also help out with the channel. When you sign up for any 4 of those platforms that are available in the description of any video, so whether it's Coinbase, eToro, Bitpanda, or Binance, when you sign up for any of those platforms, they will offer, and you use my referral link, they will offer you perks and benefits provided you spend $50 or more on any of their websites. But the perks and benefits that they will offer you using my referral code will be exponentially better than that of what you would get if you signed up for it by yourself. So when you purchase cryptocurrency valued at $50 or more, they will offer you perks and benefits. The perks and benefits that they offer you, as I'm the referring client, they will also offer it to me. So whether it's $20 cash back or $100 off of trading fees, whatever they offer you, they will in turn offer me. And because I'm using 15 to 20% of my total gains to reinvest back in the platform, that's how it helps out with the channel. And lastly, the freest way to help me out with the channel, obviously, is by subscribing to me across all platforms. Like I've said before, I'm currently available on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, and TikTok. I don't use my Twitch account very much, which is why I'm really pushing towards trying to get the OBS working for that as well, so I can really get active on that platform, and TikTok as well. I don't have any followers on TikTok because I published 3 things on my account like a week and a half or 2 weeks ago almost, and I've got to continue to publish things on a regular basis, but again, that's what I'm trying to do. But if any of those things sound interesting to you, if you want to help out with the channel the freest way possible, helping me grow my other platforms will inevitably help me grow my YouTube channel, and help me grow my YouTube channel will inevitably help me grow those other channels. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get started here today. I'm just going to just check out the volumes on my guitar real quick. Again, if there are any issues, there are going to be issues. But if there are any issues regarding some of the sound quality, some of those things I can change. Some of these things I'm not going to be able to change. Not right away anyway, but I'm going to do the best job that I can. The volume of the guitar yesterday sounded pretty solid, so I was pretty pleasantly surprised and pleased with the sound of the guitar quality. The issue I was having was with the secondary mic, or the microphone that I have, which I'm using is my built-in microphone, and it works fine. It's just phasing, and phasing means basically it's having a delayed effect. So when I'm talking, it sounds like I'm talking twice, or somebody is overdubbing my voice over my voice, and that can get pretty annoying. So if that keeps happening, I'm going to try to figure out how I can do that this week. Like I said, I have a condenser mic that I can use, or a unidirectional mic that I can use. I just don't have a stand for it, okay? And it's right here. I have it right in front of me. I just don't have, it's in its little casey case. But again, I do have it. I just don't have a stand for it. And once I have a stand for it, like I'm going to try to get a stand for it, it'll be much easier for me to do and control the sound and where it's coming from, just as a general thing. So I'm trying to get a stand, but I don't have one at the moment. So for the time being, we got to handle these things one thing at a time, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to start off by doing the exercise that we always start off with, which is the alternate spider picking exercise that we're going to do. And yeah, this is the muffin topping exercise that I keep struggling with. Again, muffin topping is not a term that I use to be a negative person. Again, I'm a huskier guy, so I think the term is kind of funny and cutesy in a way, but nothing personal. I'm just saying the muffin topping is just literally what it describes, like the way it describes it, and people use it to describe an individual who, you know, has a little bit more spilling over their pants, under the pants, meaning like, you know, you're a little bigger, and so you have a little, you know, like me, I have a little pudgy pudge that hangs a little bit over my pants. I don't want to say that too loud, but the similar concept applies right to the string. So I call it muffin topping because, like, basically when your finger, because I have fat fingers too, when your finger kind of spews over onto the next string and mutes it unintentionally, I like to call that muffin topping. And again, if that's an issue or people are really, really bothered by it, just say something, because I don't want to. I thought it was a funny, cutesy term, and I thought it was a really good, eloquent way to describe what's happening. So let's get right into that, and we will try not to muffin top with our fingers, obviously, onto the other strings and try to get through that. So let's get it going, guys. Again, I did not put on the metronome, and I'm sitting here talking out these ideas and not adding the metronome. So the metronome is probably going to phase a little bit, okay? I'm not gonna lie. All right? It's tough to really get these things going, but we're trying to get this popping. Okay. That seems to be working. Again, if you have any problems or any issues with any of the sounds, understand that you need to comment those in the section so that I can understand where you're coming from, so I can hear what is it you're hearing, and then when I go back and listen to it, I can actually find the actual place where you've done it. So let's get right into the I gotta take the tempo up on this one. So we're at 100 beats per minute. We're going to do the alternate spider picking pattern for the 1st to the 16th fret. We're doing the John Petrucci style exercise by the mosquito exercise first. My bad. Let's get it going. Best one I've ever done, but definitely sounded pretty clean for the most part. Again, I can't hear this for myself right now, so I have to go back and watch it, but I hope it sounded good to you. I know other days I was I want to say dragging. I was playing a little bit behind the beat, and I'm not sure why that was. But again, to me, it sounded like I was playing on the beat, so I'll have to rewatch the video. I really focused on that today to make sure that I was on top of the beat, which is why my sliding suffered a little bit. So, alternate spider picking from the 1st to the 16th fret at a hundo beat per minute, okay? A hundo beat per minute. Okay, now we go right into the chromatic tapping from the 1st to the 16th fret, guys. I think I have this volume up way too high. Just see if I can hear this. Give me a second here. Okay, sounds fine to me. Every once in a while, I'm going to have to check on these levels. I don't have monitors here, so that's going to be a bit of an issue for the time being. But again, it is what it is. So this is where this volume is. I'm turn this up a little bit right here. And we're going to do the chromatic tapping from the 1st to the 16th fret. Guys, welcome to the channel. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to the videos and to the channel. You know what I'm saying? Turn this down just a hair back to where it was a little bit beforehand so that I am not blowing people's eardrums out they face holes. Now that we finished with that exercise, we're going back to the sweep picking exercise. We're going to do that at 80, 90, and 100 beats per minute. Okay. Oh shit. You know what I didn't do? I did not post video. Okay, it doesn't matter. Now that I cursed, I've got to say a couple things really quickly. I'm going to turn off the metronome. I'm going to take the metronome down to 80 beats per minute. So we're going to do this at 80, 90, and 100 beats per minute. Real quick, 3 things real quick. Number 1, I do curse on this channel, okay? I don't want people to be upset or to be like, oh, I didn't know he curses, but I do say things like shit and fuck on this channel, especially when I am frustrated. And there are also influencers. Most of the people in the music industry, most of the people who are in the, just who make music, composers, things of that nature, we all curse like sailors. So it's important for me to show you, and for people not to show you, for people to understand that I mean no disrespect by it, but I just do curse. It's just a part of who I am, and I don't mean anything disrespectful by it. But if it's an actual obstacle to you watching this channel, maybe this might not be the channel for you. But I do also suggest other influencers, which is going to be hard for me to say. It's hard for me not to say this because I know they all curse. I've seen them all, the other videos. They put up videos where they actually curse, or they bleep it out or whatever, but they all curse. So again, if those are offensive to you, again, none of them curse just to be like needlessly vulgar or descriptively vulgar, I guess. So I just want people to know that up front. The second thing I ask people to do is if you have any questions, I tell people to wait till the very end because I have to toggle back between 2 to 3 different screens, so it makes it very difficult for me to look at what it is that you have or what you posted. So understand that as well. It's nothing personal. Again, if you have any questions outside of just, hey, how are you, what's going on, or small questions, the bigger questions are going to have to either wait to the end, or you should DM me on Instagram or message me on Facebook about it. And then the last thing is basically I don't do cover songs on this channel. I don't do the channel is not about me just sitting here and playing cover songs. There's nothing wrong with channels that do that. I just make a point to tell people that because I want people to understand when people are like, oh yeah, play that song from Nirvana. It's like, yeah, I can play it. Or like, play that Blink-182 song. Like, yeah, I can play some of these songs, right? Or I can learn them, probably a lot of them at this level. I can play a lot of them basically on the spot. At that level, Nirvana's not very hard. Neither is Blink-182. That's why I use them as examples. If you're asking me to play something in Guns N' Roses, it's going to be a little bit more hard. Or it's going to be a little bit more difficult. But again, I can play those things. But again, it doesn't make sense within the context of what I'm trying to do. These sessions, these live streams for me are just about me practicing and about us practicing together. That's not to say that also that I won't adapt my scheduling to make those things happen, or to have a session where I spend 15, 20 minutes or we do just cover songs. I'm not saying that I won't do that. I just don't see the purpose of it right now. We will be working on cover songs, but cover songs as they relate to promotional value for the channel, and that's really it. Okay, so let's get right into these sweep picking exercises. We're going to start with Brandon Dion, again, an individual who does curse on his channel, but he's great fun. He's a great teacher. The guy's awesome. As far as his videos go, I don't know him personally, but his videos are pretty funny. And yeah, I think he's very helpful. So I will suggest him. I'd recommend him till the day that I die because he's awesome. Anyway, we are doing the Brandon Dion exercise at 80, 90, and 100 beats per minute for sweep picking. So let's try to get this going. Let's try the same exercise again at 90 beats per minute. I'm going to have to turn off the screen because I can't. I'm going to double check real quick to see if anybody's written onto the stream. I don't think that they have. Okay, great. So nobody has said, you know what, I'm going to give myself a perfect 100 because I've been doing a real good job today. You know what I'm talking about? Hundreds. I'm talking about hundreds. Yeah, I'm going to give myself one of these too because I really like those. Oh, you know what I should do right now because I haven't done it beforehand? I'm going to copy and paste these into the section so that they're here already. And then I'm going to post this one too for Melodies Music. Copy. Paste. 90 beats per minute, guys. Same exercise, 90 beats per minute. Okay? '90 wasn't as clean as I was hoping for. Let's try it at 100 to see if we can do any better at 100 beats per minute. Okay. Okay, let's get it going, guys. 100 beats per minute, same exercise. Sounded a little bit better. I'm a little bit annoyed with that particular performance, but again, that is what it is. The other day we did the sweep picking exercise number 1, which is why today we have to go into doing sweep picking exercise number 2. We're going to do that again at 80 beats per minute, 90 beats per minute, and then 100 beats per minute, and try to get it right every single time, as we do every damn day. 80 sounded pretty good. We're going to try to do this at 90 beats per minute, try to hold up that same energy, obviously. The same energy, try to get it as right as we possibly can. Get it as right as rain. You know what I'm saying? Alright, welcome guys. If you haven't done so already, it'd be awesome if you could go ahead and like the video, if you could. It's very helpful to the channel. You don't have to if you don't want to, but it's very helpful if you could. But welcome. We're still working on these sweep picking exercises. We're at 90 beats per minute. We're doing sweep picking exercise number 2. And we're going to do the exact same exercise, guys, but we're going to do it at 100 beats per minute, so I'm going to take it take it up. Now, take it up. That's where we are. And then upward. So stupid of my part. All right, let's go right here. Let's click right here. Let's get going. Same exercise, 100 beats per minute, guys. Let's go. Right. So, now that that's done, let me see if I can do this anyway. Well, let's see if we can get this thing going, okay, guys? We're going to get right into the... let's see if I can do this real quick. Again, I've said this before and I'll say it again. I've had some issues charging my phone because I have a false contact point in my phone. And it is super annoying. but sometimes I cannot charge my phone, so I have to make sure during the stream it charges, because I do have jobs that require that I have my phone. So in any case, guys, I just wanted to let people know, thank you so much for joining me on the stream. And now that we finished up with the sweep picking exercises as of right now, we're going to get right into the scales. We're at 100 beats per minute, so I've got to take this from 100 beats per minute all the way up to 105 beats per minute. We're going to do the E major scale and the F major scale at 105 beats per minute. At which point we're going to take the tempo of Gionanda, which is a terrible Australian accent, and we're going to go from 105 beats per minute to 100 beats per minute, and then do the minor pentatonic equivalents. Today, in case I wasn't clear, yesterday we did the 7th chords. So today we're going to do the fun ones, the ones I like the best, which are the diminished and augmented chords afterwards, because they are, it's not that they're easier, it's just the shapes are basically all the same. So if you're playing the outside chords, the inside chord, the melody chord, like each individual grouping is the same. You just slide it up 4 frets on the fretboard, and it just makes it easier to learn, or easier to accomplish in the time frame that we have. So again, not important. We're going right into the what's that called? We're doing the E major scale and the F major scale. Okay, starting with the E major scale at 105 beats per minute. Again, if you have any questions, please feel free to write those questions into the chat. If you are having problems listening to the volume, or the volume is, if it's reverberating, just let me know. I'm doing the best that I can as far as working on trying to get better volume things out of this whole thing. But again, this is week 1 of me using my OBS. This is day 5 of me using my OBS. There are going to continually be issues. Hopefully those issues will cease from happening at the end of the week, or maybe tomorrow, or maybe in an hour, I don't know. But I'm going to keep working, keep pushing to try to keep working on this OBS, okay? So let's get right to it. We're starting with the E major scale at 105 beats per minute in first position. Let's go. Second position, E major scale at 105 beats per minute, guys. Let's go. Just a little bit. Third position, E major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Sign is for. Doesn't engage with your audience. I have no idea what that is. I'm not going to click on that yet. Fourth position, E major scale, 105 beats per minute, guys. Let's go. Position, E major scale at 105 beats per minute, guys. Let's go.
about this, guys. I just need a second here. All right, let's get right to it. Fifth position. Had a little brain buffering situation right there. Okay, sixth position, E major scale at 105 beats per minute, guys. Let's go. Seventh position, E major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. And the eighth position, finally the octave position of the E major scale at 105 beats per minute. Welcome, guys. If you haven't done so already, I just asked that you like the video if you could. If not, that's okay too. But thank you for joining me either way. E, eighth position, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Go. Whew. F major scale, guys. We're gonna get started right on that. F major scale, 105 beats per minute, starting in first position. As soon as I get some of this coffee. It's funny, there's a little bit of a delay on the video on my screen, so it's always funny when I get to see myself use these hand gestures and mannerisms, but they're like delayed like 10 seconds, so it's kind of funny. Anyway, let's get it going, guys. Thanks for joining me today. F major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. First position. Second position, F major scale at 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Third position, F major scale at 105 beats per minute, guys. Let's go. position, F major scale at 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Fifth position, F major scale at 105 beats per minute, guys. Let's get it going. Sixth position, F major scale, guys, at 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Sixth position, or seventh position, my bad. Seventh position, F major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Finally, the seventh position, or the eighth position, or the octave position of the E major scale at 105 beats per minute, guys. Let's get it going. Alright, now that we finished that, I've got to go back to the metronome. Now we're going to take the tempo down under, governor, take it down 2 beats per minute, 5 beats per minute, my bad. Go right into the E major and E minor and F minor pentatonic scales at 100 beats per minute. Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this? Where was I? Back to the main screen. Again, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. If you haven't done so already, if you could go ahead and like the video, that is very easy to do. There's a thumbs up button around there somewhere. If you could, that's very helpful to me. Yeah, let me see if I can do this too. Let's see if I can just get this going too. I'm going to go ahead and post this. I really hate doing this, but I'm going to do this anyway because it's helpful to the channel. And I'm supposed to do everything that I can to be helpful to my channel as much as I can. So I'm going to ask people to, donate to the channel, and this is where you can do so. I should post this in every description, or that description every video at least once, especially during a live stream, so that way I can see people. I can just show it to people. So if you want. Yee! There it is. It's all there for you, so if you guys want to do that, you can. You don't have to, but the easiest way really is I tell everyone, if you could like these videos, it's very helpful to me. So we're at 100 beats per minute, guys. We're going to go right into the E minor pentatonic scale and follow that up with the F minor pentatonic scale. And all 6 positions at 100 beats per minute, starting in first position, if I can remember where it is. There we go. second position, E major scale, E minor pentatonic scale at 100 beats per minute. Let's go. I'm gonna get this right. There we go. Third position, E minor pentatonic scale, 100 beats per minute. Let's go. There we go. Fourth position, E minor pentatonic scale at 100 beats per minute. Let's go. Fifth position, E minor pentatonic scale at 100 beats per minute. Let's go. And finally, the sixth position, or the octave position of the E minor pentatonic scale at 100 beats per minute. Let's go. Now we're going to get right into the F minor pentatonic scale. That was a weird way of saying it. This is not what I meant. We're going to get right into the F minor pentatonic scale. Let's see, 100 beats per minute, positions 1 through 6. There we go. Brain buffering over. Done. Every once in a while, because I have to switch. I say this to people all the time. If you are somebody who habitually switches between one language and another language, and you're doing that all the time, it's sometimes hard to get focused and remember the right words, even though you use them all the time. It's a complicated process. Anyway, it happens to me. It probably happens to some of you as well. Let's go. First position, F minor pentatonic scale, 100 beats per minute. Let's go. First position sounded great. Let's try second position, F minor pentatonic scale, 100 beats per minute. Let's go. Third position, F minor pentatonic scale, at 100 beats per minute. Let's go. Fourth position, F minor pentatonic scale at 100 beats per minute, my bad. Fifth position? Yeah, fifth position, F minor pentatonic scale, 100 beats per minute. Let's go. And finally, the sixth position of the F minor pentatonic scale at 100 beats per minute. I'm smiling because I was watching a video on John Mayer and he was talking about the pentatonic equator, about where it is, and I think I just found it. I think I finally understood, not just found it, but I understood what he meant when he was saying it. So I would like to explain it, but it's going to take me a little time to explain it to myself, so I got to figure that out. Now, ladies and gentlemen, now that we've finished with the pentatonic scales, we're going to go right into Find the Note. This week we're going to play the fun game called Find the F. Now, what is Find the F, or Find the Note? Find the Note is an exercise that was suggested by a very famous guitar teacher whose help has been invaluable to me. He's not been my personal guitar teacher. Obviously, his name is Joe Satriani. He's one of the greatest guitar players to ever walk the face of the earth. He was also Berklee School of Music graduate. He suggested that people should, especially when you are going into music school, you should be able, or not even music school, if you're an intermediate guitar player, not a beginner, but an intermediate guitar player, you should be able to know and find every single note on every position on the fretboard, which is what we're doing now. And so in order to get to the next level, what we're trying to do is we're trying to get people to memorize the fretboard. Okay? Now, I'm not saying you in general because we're learning together, so I'm doing this with you. We're working on just the natural notes, so that means no sharps, no flats, just natural notes. And this week we just happen to be doing the F natural note. Okay? And if you are confused about that, I will explain it briefly. Basically, on the fretboard, we know the first string is E. So now that we know the tuning is E, A, D, G, B, E. So if you knowing that, that's beginner level stuff. Okay? That's the standard tuning for guitar. That's the tuning that we're in, unless otherwise stated. Okay, 99%, 99.99999, infinity% of the time we're going to be in standard tuning. Just assume we're going to be in standard tuning unless I state otherwise. So E, A, D, G, B, E. We have our starting point. So we know that after E is F. So on the first fret you have F. We know that already. Okay, and because we know that, we can say we know the F where the F is below the 12th fret. To find the F above the 12th fret, you add 12 to that number, and you get 13. That's how you find its octave position on the first string. And now, understanding that the bottom and the top strings are both E, we know that the spacing is the same. So you can find one on frets 1 and 13, the F as well. So the bottom E string, we're at 1 and 13, and the top E string, we're at 1 and 13. And the bottom E string, we're at 1 and 13, and the top E string, we're at 1 and 13. Here's where it gets a little wonky, okay? When we start moving to the other fretboards, then we have to do a little bit more. Well, the math is the same, but to find the first F note, it's a little bit harder. So we have the A string, and
So if you know where it is on this string, you just have to find that specific sound on the next string. So that for specific frequency. So now we know it's on the 8th fret, okay? That's how I would find it. There are other ways that you can find it. Someone said 2 up, 3 down, or whatever it is. There are easier ways to find this as well. But if you're just doing this by ear, just do it like this. Which this is the same sonically as this one, 13. So we're at 8, frets 8. You add 12 to 8 on the A string, and you get 20. And again, similarly, if you know the note above the 12th fret, if you subtract 12 from that number, you find its octave position below the 12th fret. So if you have 20, if you know that on A it's 20, you subtract 12 from that, and you get 8. Okay, that's how that works. So let's go right to the bottom E string. We're going to knock this exercise out because we've been doing this for a week now. So we should have a general idea as to where to find the F on all the strings. Then back to the bottom E string, which is at 1 and 13. Then when we go to the A string, we know exactly where that is. You know what? I should have gone to the B string. So we're at 1 and 13 here, and then we're going to go to the B string, which we know is at 6 and 18. Again, you add 12 to 6, you get 18. You subtract 12 from 18, and you get 6. That's how we find those numbers. So. Now back to 1 and 13 on the bottom E string. And back to 1 and 13 on the top E string. Now we're going to the A string, which puts us at 8 and 20. Again, you add 12 to 8, you get 20. Subtract 12 from 20, and you get 8. Now we're going to go to the D string, which we know is at 3. You find the F on 3 and 15. You add 12 to 3, and you get 15. And you subtract 12 from 15, and you get 3, ladies and gentlemen. It's that simple. If you have any further questions regarding that, please do not hesitate to write either in the section or the chat section or you can message me privately, provided that that's information you want. Again, this is the top E string, 1 and 13 on that. I'm not a teacher, I'm not a music theory teacher. I've never studied music theory for a course in college, but I do understand it, and I've been in orchestras long enough to be able to explain it in layman's terms, because I only understand it in layman's terms. So, see how that works out? We're at 6 and 18 on the B string. Then we'll go to the G string. I want to say we're at 10 and 22. We are. Yes. Yes. Then we're at 3 and 15 on the D string. Then we're at 8 and 20 on the A string. And then we're going to finish it up with 1 and 13 on the bottom E string. And as I like to finish this exercise, I like doing it like this. I don't know why that's super fun for me. I know, I get it. I have a mind of a child, which probably helps out when you're working on stuff because the curiosity is there. And that curiosity helps you move through exercises. When you always want to know stuff and do stuff, it helps you get better at those things. So, in any case, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get right to these chords. This is the most boring part of our live stream session. Why is it boring? Because nobody wants to learn chords. It fucking sucks. It's the worst. However, it is so important. It is an imperative if you want to get from one level to the next level that you have basically an encyclopedic understanding or an encyclopedic knowledge of the chords, where they fit into on the scales, how you can move in between all of them. And in order to do that, you have to have them, you guessed it, committed to memory, okay? So, because I am using the OBS, I do not have these scanned at the moment, but I will go ahead and show you. These are the ones we're working on. We're working on the diminished, and the augmented chords. These are the E diminished and E augmented chords, which we will be doing, again, here at the bottom 4 string chords. You don't really need to know them because, like I said, I will show you this later. They are practically identical, okay? It is what it is, okay? Which is what makes today a fun day for me, because learning these chords is a pleasure because they are so easy. But we're not always going to have easy days like this, okay? So we're going to do the, why did I do major? The F diminished and the F augmented chords as well. So we're going to start with the E diminished and then the E augmented chords, and then we're going to go right into the F diminished, the F augmented chords. With each chords, we're going to do the melody, the inside chords, the rhythm chords, followed by the bottom 4 string chords, then move on to the next one. And as my chemistry teacher used to say, etc., etc. Okay? So we're going to get right into these chords, guys. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and like the video. It's very helpful to me. And the second thing I ask people to do, if you don't want to, go ahead and like the video. If you're having any issues with the sound quality, please don't hesitate to note that in the chat section, because I need to see these, and I need to see myself doing better as far as the sound quality goes, and the only way to do that is to get your humble opinions on what is actually happening with the sound quality. So with that being said, we're going to get started with these right quick right here, okay? And we're going to get done with these right here, and it's going to be awesome, okay? So let's go. Starting with the E diminished chords. We don't need the metronome for this because the idea isn't about playing this to a track. It's about moving in and out the chords as quickly as we possibly can and as comfortably. So this is here. Oh. I don't want to turn this down too much. Oh no, it's actually up one, my bad. Yeah, there it is. Let's go right into the E diminished inside chords, okay? And this is what it's going to sound like right here. Come back down. Back down again. Then right here. Let's go again, guys. Go. Right here again. Let's go again. Let's go here. Again here. Then right here. Let's go again. Or as I like to say, one more again. One more again. One more again back down. Go one more again. Right here. Let's get right into these rhythm chords, guys. Right cha. One more again. Again, like all right, now that we finished that up, let's go right into the bottom 4 string chords, guys, and then onto the E augmented chords, which are so fun because they are so easy to know because of the fact that they are practically identical. Let's go again, like. E augmented chords, and these are by far and away my favorite. I've said it before. It's just because they're not hard. Okay, they're very similar to one another. They're practically identical, and we'll go over that in a second. So basically, the melody chords, the inside chord, the rhythm chords, and the bottom 4 string chords are practically the same thing. Same position, almost the same fingering. I'll get to that in a second. So we're doing the E melody chords real quick. We're going to start with this first one right in cha. Then here. Then here. I get it, it's boring, but this one's easier than other days. This is such an important part. Learning these chords, memorizing these chords. Yeah, if you haven't done so already, guys, I'd really love for you guys to like the video. It's helpful, it's free, it's costing nothing to you, and it's really all I can ask for. That and commenting if the volume, or if you're having issues with the volume, so that I can take note and I can make sure that I can do better for the next video. I am just working with the OBS, the open source broadcasting software program this week. First week, day 5, still got some bugs to work out, guys. So the E augmented chords, we're doing the inside and the rhythm chords, okay? So basically, the inside and the rhythm chords are basically, they're done like this, okay? So it sounds like this. Those are the inside chords. And the difference between the rhythm chords, the inside chords, the rhythm chords, the bottom 4 string chords are as follows. The inside chords, you're going to bar off the E and the B and the G string with your index finger, while also holding down your middle finger and your ring finger like this, doing this shape. When you're doing the rhythm chords, you keep those exactly the same, but you're going to add your pinky to the bottom, to the 4th string, right here on the 4th fret. And when you move them up the fretboard, this doesn't change. When you're doing the bottom 4 string chords, all you're going to do is you're going to take that index finger, and instead of barring off your B and your G string, you're going to lift it up, and you're not going to play the B string, but you're just going to play the G string. So it's going to sound like this. So instead of sounding like the rhythm chord where it sounds like this, it's going to just be... So let's start real quick with the inside chords. This is what it sounds like. So you're going to start like this. Again. Let's go right here. Right here. Right here. And last. Now the bottom, the rhythm chords that sound like this. You just add the pinky. Same thing. Bottom 4 string chords, you're going to lift up that index finger. Instead of playing the B and the G or barring off the B and the G, you're just going to lift up that index finger like so. And then you're just going to play it like this. Now we're going to go right into the F diminished chords. See? We're done. My bad. The other ones take longer because the chords aren't the same. They're not similar. Okay? These ones are practically identical. That is what it is. Okay? It's not unfortunate. That's just how the guitar's set up, and you just got to learn them. You know what I mean? Like, there's no... You sit here and complain about them all you want, but I mean, it's just, there's just no substitution, guys. There's no substitute for learning this stuff. So we're going to start F diminished, starting with the melody chords.
again, like. Oh, right here. My bad. Then here. When I strum that, do that strumming pattern, makes me feel like I'm like doing either something really like soulful, but like upbeat soulful, so like funk, or something Hawaiian. Is that weird? I don't know. Sounds fun. Anyway, let's get right into the inside chords of the F diminished chord. So it sounds like this. Again. Now let's get right to the rhythm chords, guys. Again, these are identical, which is what makes these ones a little bit more fun than the other ones, because there's not a whole lot of memorization going on. Once you understand one of the chord shapes, you basically got them all, okay? Basically, all the melody chord shapes are going to resemble each other. All the inside chord shapes are identical. All the rhythm chord shapes are identical, and all the bottom four string shapes are identical. Let's go again. Go ahead and go. One more again. One more again. Now let's go with the bottom four string chords that sound a little something like this. Right? Sure. Okay. That's not right at all. Oh, because it's this, right? Sure, okay. Let's go again, like. Right here. Right here. Now we're going to get right into the F augmented chords, guys. Again, these are similar to the other augmented chords, but they're an F, okay? These aren't hard. They're not very difficult. Because the shapes are basically identical. So if you haven't done so already, as I've asked before, I'm going to continually ask this. If there are any issues regarding the volume, please do not hesitate to say anything.
I know that I've been dealing with some issues. It's the first week I've been using the OBS. Please do not hesitate to comment that in the chat section. The second thing I ask people to do is just to like the video if you can. That's very helpful, and I'm very thankful for those things. So, yeah, let's get right into these augmented chords, okay? Let's go. Now the inside chords, and we know that these are identical, guys. We know that these aren't hard. We know that these are easy. So let's get right to it, guys, okay? Basically, these are going to be the same. And as I've said before, the inside chords are basically you're going to play with your index finger, your middle finger, and your ring finger. Just like this. This is what it sounds like in F. When you're doing the melody chords, you're adding the pinky finger, so it sounds like this. And when you are doing the bottom 4 string chords, instead of barring off the G and the B string with your index finger, you're going to lift up that index finger and just play the G, so it's going to sound like this. So let's get right into it. Starting with the inside chords, we're going to run through each of these about 3 times a piece. Right here. Now the rhythm chords that sound like this. Bottom 4 string chords, and as I've stated before, all you're going to do is you're going to lift up that index finger. You're not going to play that index finger down, you're going to play the index finger up, so you're not playing the B string, okay? Right here again. And now that we're done with that, guys, we can move right on to the Antonio Vezzario song, which is the lick of the week. If you haven't seen them before, they are posted already, okay? I posted them into this chat section so that you can have them for yourselves, okay? And that you can look at them and watch them and play along with me if you'd like to, again. If you could like and subscribe to their channels as well on Instagram, it's helpful to them because we want to help the people who help us get better, okay? And part of doing that is also liking, subscribing, and commenting on their channels too. So that's why I post them up here. I want the people who teach us to get the credit they deserve, as well as obviously I want to get my credit. You know, I got to get my flowers. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's important to make sure because it increases their position on the algorithm on the other platforms, and that helps us get better. We want that. We want people, the teachers, to get the credit they deserve because our teachers just in general never get enough flowers. They never get their just due, but we need the teachers to teach us to help us get better. And incentivizing them is as simple as clicking that you like the video or watching it a handful of times, which is why every day I go onto these channels, I try to watch the videos a couple times to get them a couple more views here and there, because it's helpful to them, it's helpful to me. So this is the song I'm working on today. Again, it's a hard song because it's not It's chromatic, really. So I'm going to try to go over this. This is what it sounds like. I'm going to try that again. So it's like... I'm doing that wrong. Tried to do it without looking, and that didn't work out well at all. So all the time I'm going to have to work on that one. I wanted to get that one cleaner at the very end there, but it's just, I've got to really focus on making sure that I hone in on these sessions and try to get them at the, literally get them under 2 hours, under an hour and a half to 2 hours sometimes. During the week it's going to be an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes maximum. On the weekend I can really spend time doing whatever I need to do, especially Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But Monday through Thursday are going to be really tough days for me to get these things done. So I'm going to put on the temp of the metronome as soon as I finish playing this. I'm going to play through this a few times. We've been working on this one. So again, I hope that we can get this one done by this week, or by this weekend. It's almost the weekend, but before the end of the weekend, have this one posted. I should be able to, because I know it basically. I just have some things that need to work out time-wise. I'm at 70 beats per minute. I'm going to continue to work at this 70 beats per minute. I only played through that once, so let me play through it again, just so I know the guy, melody, his music, his his credit, his flowers. Give him his props. So you get a pause. Again, that's available in the description of the video, or not the description, it's in the chat. I've posted these. So if you guys want to see them, or if you're confused about where they are, I posted them all to the chat, so you can see these all for yourself. You know what I mean? Let's get right to this last part. Y'all know I'm talking about. Let me see where it is. So we're at the online metronome, right? Cha. 70 beats per minute. Before we do the ABC Polyphia riff. Turn this off because I don't need this right now. Well, actually do for the ABC Polyphia riff, and I'm going to work on that one because there's another one I want to put out at the same time. Not at the same time. One I want to put out sooner. It's one I've been working on. I think it's from CKY. It's from it's a Tony Hawk song. Tony Hawk from song from THPS. It's a Tony Hawk's Pro Skater classic. Those of you who know, you know. Okay, y'all know about this. If you haven't done so already, if you can go ahead and like the channel or like the video, that would be great. So helpful, guys. So helpful. So helpful, guys. I'm gonna give myself a 100 because I really like these. These buttons are super fun. I don't know who invented that, but that was a brilliant idea. The song that I was working on, again, before I get to the Polyphia riff, is the, I don't know if I'm gonna do this right. I probably won't. First couple times I was can work on that later, obviously. But that's another thing I'm working on, just that intro part, because it's a super fun intro. If you've ever played it before, it's awesome. Metronome, 130 beats per minute, doing the riff that I'm terrible at. Ugh, I hate doing this because it just makes me look stupid. I've been working on this for months, over a year. Say months. It's been 13, 14 months I've been working on this riff, and I still can't get it right. Frustrating. It's still not perfect. It's still not great. It's still not, it is what it is. But again, part of this is also inviting you into the process of what it takes to learn something that's very difficult. As frustrating as it is, as embarrassing as it is to do on the internet, one of the promises that I made to myself is to make sure that people see the process, that you understand that this shit doesn't happen overnight. And as much as it sucks, I have to honor that promise by continuing to push forward on things, even if I don't want to do them, just so that you can see, you can be a part of the process. Okay. Not just that we're working together, learning together, but so that you can see the effort that it takes on a daily basis, the repetitive nature of what it is to become, to go from the intermediate to the advanced, from the advanced to the expert, and then from the expert to the virtuoso levels of guitar playing. Because we're doing this together, okay? I'm not doing this by myself. We're doing this I'm online now, and I'm doing this live stream stuff so that we can work on this shit together, okay? So I'm going to work on the solo part, and then you guys can see this and, judge it for what it is. It's going to be rough. Not great. I have to make myself laugh because I've been working on this so long. I'm working on this for so long. Let's keep it going, guys. I'm going to give myself another. I got to make myself feel good. So I'm going to give myself some hearts. A couple hearts. A couple of these celebratory streamers, too. If you guys want to send a few of those my way, that'd be great, too. It's free. I hope it is, because I just keep clicking on the button. It's really fun to do, by the way. Yeah, solo time. Solo time. Why that took so long for me to do, but we're going to try this one or two more times. Thing that ended on a better note than the other ones. Ladies and gentlemen, we're coming towards the end of the session where I'm going to work on improvisational music. Again, if you have any issues regarding the quality of the sound, please do not hesitate to note that in the chat section, people of the chat. And if you have not done so already, it is very helpful if you like the videos, as you like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you can.
Again, I have a link to the description of my Coffee account, provided you think anything that I've done today has been useful to you. If you'd like to donate $1 or €1 more to the channel, you can do so, as much as I hate asking people to do this. But if you don't want to do this, the easiest way to help out with the channel is by far and away liking videos, okay? So we're going to get right into that, starting with the backing track, number 1. This is going to be hard for me because I can't hear what I'm doing. I can, but it's faint, so I don't know how I'm going to get this thing figured out, but we're going to keep working on it until I figure out how to do it, because I don't have studio monitors, so I can't hear it play back, and because of the unidirectional, or the multi-directional nature of the input microphone that I have on my in my channel, or in my computer, it makes this very difficult. But I'm gonna keep trying. We're in F major. This one's F, B flat, F, C. So C's right here. Next part is D minor. Is it D minor? Then D minor, then B flat, and then F, and then C. Then B flat, then F again, then C.
turn this off. We're going to go right into the second improvisational session of today's session. I don't know if I said session twice. I probably did. Big, juicy, beefy brain not working right now. It's on weekend. Chords for this one are F, D minor, B flat, and C. So you got your F right here, then your D minor here, then your B flat right here, then your C. going to be tougher and tougher every day I don't have a monitor or some way to listen to this at the same time, because I'm hearing the song, but I can't really hear my strings that well because this isn't an acoustic guitar. And I don't have studio monitors to allow me to listen back without it reverbing back into the channel. And again, these are just technical issues, guys. These are things that are going to be resolved over the course of time, but they're not going to be resolved tomorrow. That is what it is. That is an absolute certainty. It is not going to be solved tomorrow. But I'm going to keep pushing, keep working hard so that I can get to where I'm trying to go, which is trying to be one of the best online guitar player, or one of the best guitar players I possibly can be, to create the best music. Obviously, my number one goal is to create the best music I possibly can, and Logic Pro X and be the number one most greatest music person ever, whatever that means. For me personally, I have a checklist of things that I would like to do or like to accomplish with that, but to be the best musician I possibly can be, creating music in Logic Pro X. And the other part of this is also being the best guitar player I can possibly be, which will translate into me making better music as a guitar player. So it's just helpful. For those of you who never joined the channel before, I just want to go ahead and say thank you for joining the channel today. For those of you who haven't done so already, please go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. If you could, just like the video. It's the easiest way to help out with the channel if you can. The number one thing I ask people to do is, if you can do that, that is the easiest way to help out with the channel. Okay, for those of you who are confused with what this channel is about, I'm going to go over my spiel real quick so that you understand and that we can move forward, and then that way we can all go about our days after we've already finished practicing. So number one, the channel is about 4 things. The first 2 things involve the live stream. The live stream is broken into 2 parts: the practice session and the improvisational section. And the practice session is about me practicing and you practicing and us practicing together, so that we can hold each other accountable for putting in that hour, 15, 20 minutes every single day to get better. Okay, if we're not improving every single day, we're not getting better, we're staying the same. Practicing every day just allows and ensures that you stay consistent when you're playing. But improving, making small, micro improvements every single day, and continuing to push to make those improvements every single day, while also simultaneously making the corrections that you made, the errors from the errors you made the day before, are the only ways that you can help yourself get better. The practice session will be about me practicing, you practicing, us practicing together, and the practice sessions will include warm-ups, scales, chords, chord progressions, picking patterns, strumming patterns, different licks of the week, as well as different cover songs. All of those are in an effort to get us from the intermediate, from the advanced, from the advanced to the expert, from the expert onto the virtuoso levels of guitar playing. The second thing is how we implement all the things that we've learned in the practice session immediately into the improvisational section, which is where I will improv on the live stream. And it's my hope that at a certain point you will feel comfortable and confident enough to where you can film yourself using the backing tracks that I have available in the playlist section of my account to create your own videos of you improving, you sending me the link to those videos, and then with your permission, obviously, to show those on the channel so we can talk about how you've attacked the fretboard, how I attacked the fretboard, and what we can do by suggesting different influencers or different things that we can do to get better at improvisational music, because it's a very important skill to have as a musician. The third thing is basically the third thing is what the whole channel is about. It's about me using these skills, my understanding guitar, understanding my guitar and the music theory behind it to create the best music I can in Logic Pro X, to create the best music I can. 100% of it will be for myself, for me getting better as a producer, songwriter, guitar player, singer, whatever, on Logic Pro X. But all of those things are going to be 100% of those things will be for me to get better. Now, with those things being true, okay, 90% of the music that I'll be putting out is music that I'm putting out for myself and my own personal use, for my own personal projects that I'm doing. The second thing is basically when people don't watch. Well, let me rephrase that. Gotta go back. Had a little, but I'm buffering a little bit in my head because I got like 3 things going on. My phone keeps going off and it's bothering me. Anyway, the third thing. So basically, 90% of the music I'm creating is music I'm creating for myself. The other 10% will be split into 2 parts. Music I create for other individual artists just online, just people who are looking for new music to surf on, to rap on, to sing on, whatever it is. I'll be creating that and putting that out there. The second part is the other part of that will be the other 5% I'm giving to I'm making for short film. I'm making for short film scores for people who work in the short film industry in the area in which I live. It's just easy. I work with them. It's fun. It's not for any pay or anything like that, but helping them work on music, it's a beneficial thing because they get free music and I get credit for working on a project that I inevitably enjoy. And fourth thing is basically when people don't watch the channel sort of serves for me as where I am, where I've been, and where I'm trying to go sort of situation. So yeah, so I can just see where I've been. And when people comment in real time, when people watch the channel and they comment in real time, I can go back and check out the videos without having to go back and watch the entirety of the videos and seeing little things that I've noticed myself that I can change, or seeing things that people have also noticed that I can change as well, so that I can make these videos better every single chance I get. Basically, the second thing I ask people to do is the part that I hate the most. It's where I have to panhandle. I'm not with the Amazon affiliate program, nor am I with the YouTube partnership program at the moment, so I'm not generating any advertiser-generated revenue from this channel, which is sad, but the sad fact and the truth of the matter is that I have to ask people to donate to my Ko-fi account. I hope that you will. You can donate as little as $1. Again, that's ko-fi.com/Muzzy McGee, and the link is available in the description and in the chat as well. It's in the description of every video, but I also put it in the chat today. If you decide that you don't want to donate directly to the channel, you can donate indirectly by getting involved into the cryptocurrency space, in which I currently trade every single day. I'm on Coinbase, eToro, I'm on Binance and Bitpanda. If you sign up for any of those sites and you spend $50 or more, there will be perks, okay? And those perks and benefits that they offer you, they will in turn offer me, because using my referral link is like a referral friend program. Whatever they offer you, whether it's 20, 30 bucks cash back, or $100 off of trading fees, when you spend $50 or more on any of those sites, they will offer you some kind of perk. Whatever that perk is or that benefit is, they will offer it to me too. And in turn, this channel, as I'm using 15 to 20% up to $100 to reinvest on back in my channel, which will be announced on January 1st, 2026. For those of you who'd like to be a part of it, I will also be making a list of things between time of all the things that I might like to purchase that might fall into that category of less than $100, so that I can find cool things that I can purchase, whether they're screen things or things I can do for my channel, like mixers, or even fun things like posters or what have you. So be on the lookout for that. And again, if I'm not a financial advisor, this isn't financial advice, and I'm not telling you what you should and shouldn't do with your money. However, I trade cryptocurrency every single day, and I figured, hey, maybe people who watch my channel might like to too. But again, you have to be age eligible and from in a region that's eligible to trade cryptocurrency, because some people aren't eligible age-wise. I think you have to be over the age of 18, obviously. I set the channel to over 18 because I do curse on this channel, but I do want people to understand that is what it is. And then the third thing is basically when people, what I ask people to do is basically the easiest way to help out with the channel is to subscribe to me across all platforms, helping me grow my Facebook account. I'm currently on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitch. Yeah, I don't use my Twitch account at all, which is what the OBS is for, so I can start streaming on Twitch as well and cross-platformationally on those other platforms as well. But helping me grow my other channels will inevitably help me grow my YouTube channel, and helping me grow my YouTube channel will inevitably help me grow those other channels. I cannot thank you enough, guys, for joining me today. I've got to end the session now. I just wanted to say thank you for your time and all the love and all the likes that you've given me and all the things that you've done to help me to continue to progress as a YouTube live streamer and a live streamer in general, but also as a musician, helping me get better. I thank you for all of those things. Thank you for joining my channel today. I hope that you will join me tomorrow and the day after. And the day after, I'm currently at 492 consecutive sessions. It doesn't translate to 492 days. I'm probably around 480, give or take, because I've done 2 days where I wasn't able to do a whole session at once and I had to split it into 2. But basically, I'm almost at 500 consecutive streams. And I've been doing this for over 1.5 years, obviously, and I hope that I can continue to do it, and I will continue to keep doing it as long as I'm not sick or in the hospital or nothing crazy's happened. So, and my internet obviously is working, or no technical problems, obviously. But it's my hope that I'll be here every single day, and I will commit to being here every single day as often as I can be. So yeah, I go by the name of Muzzy McGee. For those of you who don't know, this is my channel. This is what I'm trying to do. This is what I'm trying to build. It's my hope that you enjoy what I'm doing. It's helpful to you in some kind of way. And if not, just let me know in the chat so that I can adapt these sessions to being better for us as a collective. Again, I go by the name of Muzzy McGee. This is my channel. This is what I'm trying to build, and I'm going to continue to build this channel brick by brick. But with your help, we can make it happen more quickly. Okay, love you. Bye.